What's up, Reefers? This is Alex Wilson here. That's right, Alex Poor Corals, the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is my video log series where you can learn from my mistakes, so let's come check it out. Alright guys, so here's a shot of my main display here, absolutely full of... Before that, let's check out the Australian live rock over here. See how it's doing? That's right, I said it right, folks. It's live rock and it is Australian live rock. Here it is. It was straight in from Unique Corals over there, Joe Caparata. So really good stuff from him over there. Excited about that. Got my 4 Astrea snails in here as well. Open it, keep it clean. I just pulled a whole bunch of hair algae out here yesterday. That's right, a bunch of it was stuck in the pump right there. It's going good. I've just got a little heater on here. I got my cooler on here. I got my ink bird right there going. By the way, the ink birds on all my systems I have right here set at 77. So, you know, we get... And it has a high alarm. It goes off at 83 degrees, so my systems can get up, you know, hover typically around 81, can hit 82, but I don't want to hear an alarm unless it's at 83. And then on the lower side down to 73. So that's the details on that. Anyway, let's check out the Australian live rock. And what's interesting here is I just dumped them in here. I'm checking the alkalinity. Alkalinity is you know, I dosed it up to about 9, so we're good there. Got some Coraline algae growth. What's interesting is that I seem to have a little bit of everything. I mean, that's right. I mean, I got red slime in here. I got your brown slime. I got your green slime. I got your Dino flagellates, which is, I guess, brown slime. I got your diatoms. I got stuff here on the glass, or on the acrylic here, and plastic. So, you know what's interesting though, there's just, you know, the splotches of the slimes, you know, they're down here kind of like in the corners here and there in the crevices, and you know, they're not like completely exploding, you know, there's no huge algae bloom, well, other than the hair algae. Even the hair algae itself is localized, you know, to just certain areas, you know, growths, and pulled the, you know, so not, you know, just like a complete 100% algae bloom where anything has completely taken over this aquarium. Never added any type of food or anything in here. I just let the whole thing just rot, boom, and I did a couple of water changes on it over the months here. And so that's what's interesting, you know, it's just, you know, I think that's what causes the algae blooms is the feeding. And you start pushing you know, a cycle, and you start getting dissolved organics. You could even get possibly the nitrite and ammonia, which I want to talk about because I, you know, used to test my systems using I think it was called the Aqua Spin, right? And this Aqua Spin was a system, you know, that just would give me a whole bunch of results at once. It was really fast and convenient to use, but I stopped using it because of it didn't test phosphate, and or if it did, it was like a really high range, right? So it was way out of range. Anyway, the point is that it did test the nitrite and the ammonia. So every once in a while, you know, yeah, I did see some spikes on the ammonia and the nitrites. So, you know, that could be something that would be nice to have on some kind of automatic checker by, well, you know, one that definitely tests the nitrate and the phosphate in the right ranges. So, you know, that could be an indicator as well of your excess feeding and dissolved organics going too high. That's what I believe the bloom is from. There's a good article in Coral Magazine this month as well, and it's about the system by James Brown. And Jason Brown from Canada there, Ottawa, I believe, and he talks about his nice systems and his like small coral farming business. So highly recommend check it out on there. But one thing that was interesting of note is that he was talking about the Dino flagellates and algae blooms that definitely had in one huge occasion, and definitely was the most challenging event, I believe he was saying. And he said, in conclusion, that he believes they were caused from his nitrates becoming too low, and so he now maintains his nitrates, his nitrates and phosphates, at elevated levels. But I think that's just a theory that's shooting around, but I don't think that's accurate. I believe that they do use quite a bit of phosphate, they do use quite a bit of nitrate. However, that's not the only thing. That's not what causes them to shoot out in huge blooms like this. I believe that, like I said, it's the excess feeding which leads to, just too much dissolved organics in the water, which in turn, possibly a nitrite and ammonia, but I think it's just, probably just the dissolved organics. And so, and being out of balance, it throws it out of balance with your microfauna, and that's holding it in check. The copepods, amphipods are the guys eating this stuff, and so you just have to wait for it to become in balance. Absolutely stop your feeding, like Mike Paletta says, and just come back to it. Whether it's going to take 2 weeks, might take 2 months, but just come back to it. See, so right now got these elegance cores absolutely closed up and hating it, and everyone else is definitely not looking good. So let's check it out over here, see what we got. And but that's my theory, that it's definitely just out of balance, overfeeding the aquarium, right, Yellow Tang? Come on, dude, Yellow Tang. See, I'm training the Yellow Tang. Come over here. He's gonna eat these. He's gonna eat the dinoflagellates, right? Right. Even though it's slightly toxic, probably gonna. Oh yeah, he doesn't like the rest. You don't like the dinoflagellates because it's just poisonous. I know, it's definitely poisonous to the corals, everything. It hits the. Is that right? Come on, Yellow Tang. Tell me over here. See, it looks like the Yellow Tang is saying, if you speak Yellow Tang, the Yellow Tang will say that it's definitely poisonous to the corals because they're all closed up and all messed up, and he definitely doesn't like to eat them. Snails as well. I've seen the snails absolutely go bonkers, like they're. Yeah, that's one thing that Jason Brown mentions, that he sees that some of the snails will look like they're drugged and drunk, and will be upside down and fall off of the glass and stay on their backs. And I noticed that too in the my coral scrubbers down there, that a few of them did do that as well, but then they've since recovered. So anyway, let's check out the clams, guys. I gotta check them out. All full of the diatoms, a horrible slime, brown slime mess. That's right, I got it streaming up. Absolutely. And this is, I just cleaned it yesterday. I mean, I hit it. I got the big stuff off of there. It's already just been 24 hours. Look at that. Just look at these footage of the brown slime going absolutely bonkers over the crushed coral right here. And I'm gonna stir it up again like this, but it's gonna be back really quick, just knitting over everything, right, Yellow Tang? Dude, come over here. I'm training you to come over here and stir up the gravel for me, right? So I don't have to do it. Yeah, just come over here. You got a big old fin on the back of you, right? Right. So you can come over here, stir up all. Hey, I'm talking to you, dude. Come over here, stir up my gravel for me. It's over here. Anyway, okay, he's not into it, but I'm gonna get in here and manually remove stir up the gravel, and I hit that rock, with a toothbrush and stuff, doing my best to get it up off of the corals a little bit. I hit them with a little bit of, a small, those pipet. So that's that, guys, and let's check out. Got these gonioporas still closed up right here, probably dying, and the heliofungus not looking good, right, Yellow Tang? Oh my god, the heliofungus like gonna die on me. So let's see what happens. But just gotta be patient, guys. Don't go wild and berserk. It'll take care of itself. Gotta be patient. Alright, let's check out the coral quarantine system, see what's going on over here. And one thing I can say over here is that I overdosed
the All-For-Reef. That's right, I overdosed the All-For-Reef on this one because the alkalinity was like pulling down on me. You know, it was at 9, but then it dropped down to 8 and then down probably to 7.5. So I thought that, yeah, I'll just double the dose, you know, once to kind of bump it up to where I want to be at, you know, and go from there. Nope, added way too much because the next day I tested the alkalinity and it was up to 15 DKH. That's right, the alkalinity in this system yesterday was 15 DKH. And so that's no good. And so what I'm going to do is I did a 4-gallon water change on the guys over here. And I also retested the alkalinity after that, and the alkalinity was down to 13, so definitely a little bit better. But what I'm going to do is test it again over here today. Well, I'm going to do another 4-gallon water change, and then I'm going to test the alkalinity on it and see if I can get it down into at least you know, a safer range such as 11, and then hopefully it should pull it down from there. So that's the plan of action for today, guys. And what else do we want to check out in here today? We got let's see if we can get some footage, close-up footage of the corals here. Looking good today. The green millipora. Quick shot of these guys here, and let's check out clam. There he is, purple crochet clam. He's turned this way. He's latched onto his clamshell right here, clam hammock. That's right, well, my clamshell. And then got the other one over here, settling in nicely right there. And we could even get top-down shot of the one up here. Still a little cloudy at the top of the water, but there he is. And see, he's latched onto his clamshell, kind of hanging off to the side right here. And I put him up here because he's being attacked by the copepods, but bring him back down probably in a couple days and see how he does. Alright guys, that's an update, but check back to see what's going on with this alkalinity and the Dino flagellates brown slime nightmare, if everything has just died on me or whether it turns around. Alright guys, happy reefing. Bye.